Hey, instructors, mid-semester check-in here. We have a couple of weeks of class left, and I want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make them absolutely top-notch. Now, I know a lot of you really put your heart and soul into these classes, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. The quality that these kids are getting matters a lot to me. It matters deeply, and I think it matters to you as well. One of the things that will help us have the best possible class is a couple of things. We've been over this before, but I'm just going to mention it again really quickly. Number one, check in with every single kid, every single class. You don't have a ton of kids to deal with. You can do this. You've got to do it. You've absolutely got to do it. Now, something I've been hearing from a lot of instructors is that the kids don't have their mics on, they keep themselves muted the whole class, or they don't have video on, they're not sharing their screen. Okay? If this happens, do not accept it. You're the teacher, you're the boss, you got to take charge. It's tough when you're not in a physical room, I get it. But you got to use every tool available to you. So number one, first thing you do, you text their mom or text their dad, whoever signed them up for class. You text them immediately. Really simple. Takes, a minute or two. It doesn't take no time. I get it. But you've got to do it. You say, hey, Billy's not responding when I'm asking questions. I want to make sure that he can hear me. Do you think he can hear me? And just message, Hey, is Shampa not here today? Is she going to be able to join us today? Just ask parents. They're on your team. They want to help you. They want the best for their children, and they paid good money to make sure that their kid had a good experience. And so it's our job to deliver that. And that is how we got to be accountable to parents. Now, it's a wonderful thing when you have the parents on your side. Now, if the parents aren't responding, then I want you to text me, and I'll handle it. I'm on your team as well, and I can go to bat for you, and I have no problem talking with parents. Do it all day. Done it for years. I'm good at it, generally speaking. And I can help you be better at it too. So, again, we're all on the same team here. We want the top-notch quality classes. Also, when you're in class and you know that a kid can hear you, or you guess that they can probably hear you, then you want to do that check-in, right? How do you do that check-in effectively? Number one, do not say, hey, are you okay? No, don't ask that. Pointless. They're just going to say, yeah, but then they don't mean it. So don't ask that question. Dumb question. Number two, another question that you don't ask is, hey, everything makes sense? No, I'm guilty. I asked this question, but this question's okay if you ask other questions around it to make them feel like good. Like, hey, are you okay? I've noticed this and this and this. But if you don't say like, hey, I noticed this stuff, or in the context of like the project that they're working on, it's pointless because they'll just say, yeah, I'm okay. They're not okay. They have questions. They're too afraid to ask you. Clearly. Happens all the time. Kids will get to the end of the semester and they'll say like, I didn't really like the class. Like the teacher didn't really help me understand. And like the teacher asked them if they were okay all along, but then the kid never gave them a straight answer. And it's partially our fault because we're not asking good questions. So instead of just lecturing, I'm going to give you some awesome examples of good questions. So a question you could say is, hey, Merrick, I noticed that you're working really hard on that Sprite, man. I love the colors. That's not even a question. The follow-up question would be like, what objective are you going to work on next with this main character? Boom. That's a specific question. Like, they have to give you a specific answer, and you just shut up until they give you that answer. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And they'll give it to you because that's a real question with an answer. And if they say, well, I don't know, then you could say, okay, well, I think this is the objective we should work on. Do you think that's a good idea? Okay, sure. Oh, then you get some buy-in, and then you have something you can work on with them, right? Then there's something concrete. So always make it as specific as possible, right? Hey, Annalise, how do you feel about this objective? Are you there yet? Are you working on it? How can I help, Annalise? Keep name dropping them, right? I don't know if we've ever had an Annalise sign up. It's a pretty name, right? Specific, specific, specific. How are you feeling about this objective? How are you feeling about this project? What is something you think that's interesting? When you're working on a project and you're demonstrating for kids, you want to engage them as well. So another thing you could say is, hey, Johnny, I don't know, what color should I use for the main character? Because, it doesn't matter, right? You can include them on trivial design choices, for instance, and they feel included because literally they are being included. Their ideas are being baked into whatever you're creating, and they feel like they're a part of it. And that's kind of our job, is to help them feel like a part of something. And so I hope this video has made you feel a part of Coder Kids, help you feel like I'm paying attention and I want the best for you. Using these skills is going to help you feel like laser focus. It's going to help you feel like an awesome teacher, because it helps you steer students into doing what they should be doing and having fun too. This class should be at least 51% fun. But if you don't know where they're at, and a parent calls you, your stomach, your heart sinks into your stomach, and you're just like, I don't even know, dude. This kid's not been on the radar. So we're avoiding that by being awesome teachers. We're taking the bull by the horns right now, so that when showcase hits, we can say man, little Timmy rocked it this semester. Did this, and this. And you have, you did, because you've seen their projects. They've been sharing their screen. And you're going to feel confident. You're going to feel like, man, this semester was awesome. And you will feel that way if you gave it your all. And if things go well as well, right? If you ever have any questions about how to teach, about our philosophy at Coder Kids, about cool ideas that you'd like implemented. We've had a lot of really the best ideas come from instructors who, y'all are the boots on the ground here in the classrooms, and we're happy to implement those whenever possible. So I'd love to hear your ideas. Again, we really care, and we want to make sure that this work culture is good for you, good for the kids, good for the parents. And that is my rant, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you had to watch it at double speed, I get it. I understand. Nothing like watching your boss at chipmunk speed, It's, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, well, if you're watching this in the morning, have a wonderful day. If you're watching it at night, have a wonderful day tomorrow. And I'll see you later.